here. This isn't the healthiest looking individual, but it is a really nice grass for landscaping if you like this big bunch grass effect. The deer grass is listed on your list here under grasses on the back page, and it is one of the significant grass plants that was used by the Cauhilla for their basketry. So the Cauhilla are noted for their basketry, and this is one of the primary grasses that they use in basketry. It grows commonly in the desert in the palm oasis areas and the wetter areas. I have it in my yard next to our pond in the back, and it can get to be this rather large. You're going to have to beat it back with a stick. But it is a really nice native plant. Deer grass is an important wildlife food source, and it produces seeds that a lot of the birds and insects would feed on. The other grass that's very common and is not native is this one. This is called the fountain grass. This is actually not only not native, but it's an invasive plant, meaning that it's very competitive. It really kind of takes over. And this is a plant that we're trying to get the city to remove from the trail, and they're working on it. It is really a problem, starting to be more and more of a problem in some of our canyons. It doesn't get anywhere where there's not water available. But the more and more we see this plant coming into these kinds of areas, then it starts to break into the canyons, and that's a real concern. It'll outcompete the desert native plants and use a lot of water and all of the things that we would prefer not to see. The challenge, kind of an interesting thing that we've learned working with the city, the landscaping crews coming through. The landscaping crews kind of have their standard methodology for how they trim the landscaping, and they apply that here as well as anywhere else. So we're going to be working with them to encourage them, in the case of the palms, not to take the fronds off. Just leave the fronds. Over here, you don't have to worry so much about that fronds being, falling down or whatever. And those are very important as they build up as wildlife habitat. With the grasses, you can see, they kind of tend to make them into this neat little sort of round thing. But all that does for the fountain grasses makes it grow more. They're going to have to come in here and treat these with an herbicide in order to get rid of them, or dig them out, and the herbicide is probably the better choice. There are herbicides that are biologically, acceptable. They don't create long-term problems. And anyway, that's one of the things. The problem, as I say, with the fountain grass, it's actually a